We were very surprised to have a guest join us today. We've decided maybe I left out a few things while taping this for when Kirk had a disc made for me. So one person said, well, he was making it too serious. Anything exciting happened that we'd like to hear about. So one of my favorite stories is I was a squad leader in charge of 12 men. And as a footnote to that, I got the 12 men through. When I left the outfit and was wounded, my 12 men were still active. So I was proud of that. But they were, after I left, they were all killed. Which kind of tore me up. But anyway, the captain come to me one night and said, I need somebody to go out to no man's land and get a prisoner. You better take 1 or 2 men with you. And I said, okay, but I just need one man. He's an old boxer from the state of Pennsylvania, and we can take care of the situation. So we go out into no man's land. Every once in a while you had to hit the dirt because flares would go off. The enemy was trying to watch no man's land. Then all of a sudden we come to a foxhole and we heard men in there. So Sergeant Policy, I don't remember his name, can you imagine? But he said, I said, let's get one of those guys, go back. He reached in and pulled him out. That's the reason I chose him. I couldn't have ever got that guy out of there, I'm sure, but he got him right out. We started away and the guy got away from him and jumped back in the foxhole. Policy took him out the second time. The same thing happened. On the third time, he just knocked him out. Threw him over his shoulder and we started back to our lines. Well, when we got back there, they wanted to know, to question him, so when they brought him to, well, we just got outside and waited. And the captain and a couple of colonels questioned what was going on. And I said to him, he said, anything you want to ask him? I said, yeah, why did he know? Why did he keep jumping back into the foxhole when he knew good and well there was 2 of us and the guy that was hitting, that finally had to hit him to bring him back and carry him. We just wanted to know why he kept doing that. So he went in to question the guy and he come back out and he said, hey, he kept yelling, comrade. And he said he had a buddy in there who wanted to give up too. And he said, both of them would come back if we'd have known that. So there's your story to look on the good side of what happens in the Army. Then I might tell you a little bit about, I think you've heard this one, but well, at this taping, the parts of the story I'm telling you, the war is over. And we've always, see, I didn't smoke. And I used my cigarettes to maybe get a ride into town with one of the locals or on his bicycle. Or maybe I could we had washing done. The ladies in the town we were near would do the washing and charge us a pack or 2 of cigarettes. So I used mine for a good cause. And I want to tell you a little story about that. I had about 4 or 5 cartons of cigarettes built up. And I thought, well, some of these guys are selling their cigarettes. Why can't I do that? I don't spread this on you guys. it was illegal, naturally. So what I did, I got out and I'd been told how to make a person that was buying cigarettes, how to make it known. You lit your cigarette in a certain way and held it up at a certain angle, and then they knew that you had cigarettes for sale. Well, my biggest problem was getting the stupid cigarette lit because I wasn't a smoker. But I finally got it lit and coughed and hacked around. And so I held the cigarette up, and here come a gentleman up and said, "Combien? How much?" And he's wanting to know how much I wanted for the cigarettes. And he had a little French going for him, and I had a little mixture of, he had English going. I had a little mixture of French and German and whatever else might come along. So anyway, we made a deal. I was selling a carton of cigarettes, and he was giving me so much money for it. I got back up to my room, and first when I got out, I looked, and it had a packed short. I thought, well, there's a pretty good deal. I'll just put that in the center of the package, and he'll never know it. That was wrong, wasn't it? But I did it. So anyway, we get out. We hurriedly made the exchange. He acted like he was in a hurry, and I knew I was, because I didn't want him to find out what I had done. So he gave me so many francs for the pack of cigarettes, for the carton of cigarettes. I run back to the room, he goes home. I get back up in the room and count the money, and he had shorted me 60 francs, which was a pack of cigarettes. It doesn't pay to be dishonest. And that adds a little to it. We did have fun sometimes.